What's up, everyone? Welcome back to some more max difficulty, oxygen not included. We're looking at the old greenhouse here that we ended on last episode, and I realized something thanks to Never Forgotten in the comments section on the last video there, that I had forgot to put lights in here. So yeah, bristleberries aren't gonna grow very well without lighting. So there was a couple things I was considering when like on how to fix this, because I didn't really plan for it as far as a room goes, and that's weird. Hold on here. So we're on cycle 282, which we should not be on. I loaded the wrong save. So I tried to record a video last night, and I was just too tired to do it. So I ended up scrapping the video, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in or something, because I was just too tired. And so that's why that save was there. So just kind of got to load up the original one and figure out what we're going to do, because I've had a couple ideas on how to actually address the lighting issue. And there's also another thing that I don't know if I brought this up in a previous video, but basically up top here, the cooling, because these metal tiles are going to be connected, well, the hydroponic tiles are going to be sitting directly on top of the metal tiles, and there's going to be water inside those hydroponic tiles. So if I actually cool this down too much, it could freeze the water in the pipes, or in the hydroponic tiles and the pipes potentially, and break them. So I'm thinking of changing the cooling system and running it lengthwise and then up the side and then like down the side over here. But I don't know, things are just, I thought this was going to be so good, and then I just completely forgot lights. But let's do this first of all. So let's see what kind of lighting we would need here. And then let's see, would the shipping arms with the auto sweepers, see, we wouldn't be able to put an auto sweeper there. We can't put it lengthwise because, yeah, well, we could, but we wouldn't be able to grow the blossom there, which I don't think this is an issue, because I mean, it will be if I'm just eating bristleberries, but eventually we're going to be switching over to berry sludge, and then it won't be an issue because I actually need less for that. But as it stands right now, I've got some issues. Let's do this. You know what? I'm going to pause it for a second here, and I think I'm going to just think about this for a sec, and then we'll come back when I kind of decide what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add more lights than I need, and that's going to have to be what goes on, because without rearranging like everything, we're just going to have issues. So what I'm going to have to do is just kind of overlap lights. Let's just get the sweepers placed, make sure, because the sweepers have to be in these positions, right? I can't really move those unless I add more sweepers, which we don't want to add more sweepers. I would much rather just add more lights. That makes much more sense. Do we want to keep it even? I think I'm just going to keep it even. We're using, you know, a little bit more power this way, but I mean, it's not a lot of power, and I never really have late game power issues anyway, especially with, you know, making petroleum and whatnot. And we'll be turning this iron volcano up to the top left into a petroleum factory, so I don't think we're going to have any power issues whatsoever. So a few extra lights is not going to hurt anything. It will generate a little bit more heat in here, but I think our cooling area here is going to be plenty sufficient to cover that. It'll work out. We'll be okay here. All right, so got that little hiccup covered. Thank you, by the way, Never Forgotten, for letting me know. I'm sure I would have eventually found out, but I'm glad that somebody mentioned it before I had all this kind of built and everything, and saved me a lot of headache, so thank you. But yeah, so next thing we need to work on is getting this transit tube system set up, and that sucks because I don't have plastic production going right now, and I can't really do it because I'm not using my polluted water here. And you know what? I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna be dumping our excess water down here, so it's just gonna be building up for a little bit, but I don't care. We need to get this part right here cooled down. We need to get it running. What are we making right now? Iron to steel. So we're just making steel, which is good because I think we have plenty of iron. Whoa, we do not have plenty of iron. Okay, Probably, yeah, I don't know why. So let's make that zero, and let's make iron ore forever. Yes, just do forever. Make me a lot of iron ore. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're draining this reservoir, which really sucks. I don't necessarily want to do that. At least we're able to run the metal refinery here, so we're able to start making some metal again. And our cooling line is running, so things should be cooling down. Potentially, it did get quite hot, so it might take a little bit, a few cycles for it to actually cool back down. What is the temperature in this stuff? 8 degrees. So I guess just from sitting in the pipe, you can see it's getting colder and colder as I go up. Just from sitting in the pipe here, it kind of heated up to 8 degrees because this is only igneous rock, so it does kind of absorb a little heat from the environment around it. Slowly, but it does. So that kind of heats the water up a little bit, but it's still plenty to cool it down. It's just going to take a little bit. We don't have the best like cooling gases here. In fact, chlorine's kind of a bad gas to have floating around down here because it's one of the best insulators as far as gases go. One of the other things I was thinking I could have done with the lighthouse instead of planting more lights. Planting? Yeah, we plant lights in this game. Instead of adding more lights to the room, I was thinking that I could potentially just put a bunch of shine nymphs in here, but after looking at the map, I only had one up here. I guess the rest of them died off, or I'm not really sure what happened to them. And I'm not even sure if you can breed shine nymphs. I don't have... Let's go ahead and put a joyous seed in here. I don't have extensive knowledge with critters and like breeding critters and whatnot, so I don't know if you can breed them and like increase the quantity that you have or not. A vole pup? No, I don't want that. Why would I want a vole pup? They eat, like, they're annoying. Don't they eat everything? I don't know. But yeah, so I didn't think I had enough shine nymphs to actually put in here, and I thought it would be more of a headache trying to breed them and set up a breeding chamber and all that, rather than just adding more lights. So we went with that. Did you just poop an egg out? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Did you hear the sound it made? That was weird. All right, let's make sure we've got our power. Oh, wow, we have no power set up. We are going to want conductive wire, I think. We're also going to want to go over to here to the jobs, pop Liam over into the Megatronics engineer position so he can build all this stuff. We also want to make it priority 9. Well, we're running our carbon dioxide up here already. What? Is that what I was trying to do? I think I was going to carbon dioxide and force all this polluted oxygen out, but that's not really going to work, is it? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to deconstruct this gas vent. Actually, I'm going to deconstruct the pipe, and then we'll rebuild the pipe, and then we'll be able to connect the pipe later on. Okay. So how are we looking temperature-wise down here? Here we go. We're cooling down a bit. So if it's below 20 degrees, then we'll start making some plastic. All right. So we've got everything set up for success. We just have to wait. All we need is time. All we need is time now, which is kind of lame because these episodes are... I feel like they're getting kind of boring because not a lot is happening, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should run it on super speed. Maybe if I run it on super speed and we go like 40 cycles per video or something. I don't know. I suppose we could try it. Man, I just love all these hatches down here though. Really, really nice to have that. I don't like super speed because things can happen a lot quicker without you realizing it. All right, so what do we got going on here? So we've got hydrogen sort of set up to be pumped down there. We've got a clock sensor here. I think I set that there just so I could shut it off manually when the hydrogen was gone, but I should add a sort of an inline filter. That way I don't get any gases other than hydrogen, because all that hydrogen is going to my cooling room over here. But I have to vacuum it out, so I first have to get plastic and blah, 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 blah. Things are going slow. Okay, we can actually pull Liam out. We don't want him to finish that Megatronics engineering job because then his morale requirement will go up to 16, which I am not prepared for. As you can see, we're sitting around... Why do you have 15? Showered. Ah, okay, so setting up some more showers could get me close to 16. I'm still working with my just a little bit. That's one thing I haven't really focused on because I've trying to get to rockets. Right, so I've kind of ignored my barracks, and I mean, this is fine, right? The decor is good. The bathroom could use a little work. 6 duplicates sharing a single shower is not good. I think I looked previously and only like 2 of them were able to keep the buff up. So, I mean, I could, I guess, go into the schedule here and alternate their bathrooms, bath time schedules. But I like we could just duplicate this schedule with all these people on it and then put our bathroom before our bedtime or something like that. I might do that. Is there a duplicate or a duplicate schedule? I don't think you can duplicate a schedule. You just have to add a new one. So now we've got sort of the same schedule going on here, but just different bath times. So maybe we'll be able to keep the shower buff on like 4 people that way or something. I don't know. I could do some more schedule changes, or I could just build a bigger bathroom. But that's going to take precious time up. Why is my stress there? Low morale. I think that was from Liam because I had him in the Megatronics engineer position for a second or two. Let me make sure I still have the high morale. Yeah, I still have the high morale buff. So you just need an excess of 2 morale from the required morale in order to keep that high morale buff going, which is good because that's all I have. So I think I'm going to run out of this again because it hasn't been producing fully. Once I have that line actually running like 100% of the time, this guy might not ever back up. Let me make sure we turn this off. That way the pump... Actually, the pump's not connected, is it? No. Okay, we don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, once we get this thing running a lot, then we should never run out. We could also have like some storage tanks and a vacuum somewhere. That way we store up a little excess. But I need to focus on this. We need to get this finished before we do anything. But yeah, there's our ladders done, so they should now be able to build this conductive wiring. One thing we need to do is actually build a transformer like here. So my plan, I think I've mentioned a couple times, is just to have a wall here blocking this heavy watt wire off from the ladder and and all that. Where's my transit tube gonna go? I suppose we can replace the fire pole with the transit, or the transit tube with the fire pole. No, replace the fire pole with the transit tube. I had it right the first time. Speaking of transit tube, we still are not making plastic. This is just not, this is gonna take forever, I can tell. We're at 20 degrees right now. We did add the extra radiant pipes here, so you can see this is helping a lot, right? In this general vicinity. What about you? You are 26. Did I set something up wrong? No, you're 21. Okay, it flicked on for 1 second. That was weird. What's going on here? Pipe blocked. Alright, let's deconstruct this pipe and then reconstruct it because something's going on there. Man, it's getting nice and chilly over here. What's going on? Holy cow, look how hot this sieve is. Woo, buddy. You're getting toasty. We're down to 15 degrees on this. So it is enabled. We're just kind of waiting for the pipe to get built, I guess. Liam? Come on, dude. We got stuff for you to do. Oh! Never mind. I just figured it out. The carbon dioxide pipe is blocked. Alright, you're overheating, but the air around you is not. Alright. We're gonna just... Because we have like a plastic emergency, right? We need plastic. That's kind of the whole spiel. We just need plastic. So I'm gonna make this really ugly for a little bit, and we're going to drip plastic on top of this thing. That's the best I can do right now. Well, it's broken now, but oh man, what have I done? Things are getting out of control. It's okay. It is a-okay to enable this. So we're gonna pump all this like 48 degree water and drip it on top of the polymer press because we need extra cooling and we need plastic and we need it done now. I mean, I suppose we're getting there. We're getting close. Ladder, you need to go because you're in the way. I wonder if I can build over the firebolt. Where am I going to put this dang transit tube access for this? So I think we're just going to run it across like over here. Let's just go right there. Whatever. It's not a perfect system, okay? But it'll do for now. I just need to get this place vacuumed out. It's still going to take like, I don't know, 2 or 3 cycles to vacuum it out, depending on how many pumps I slap in here. So this is kind of powering itself, right? But we want this line to actually power this main little heavy watt line, and then from there we want to go out to this other stuff. So, all right, how's the plastic doing now? So now that we're dripping water on it, we should be able to kind of produce a little bit more maybe. Let's see, how hot is it getting? All right, that's looking pretty juicy. Starting to create some more plastic. Temporary, we're gonna have to definitely create like a dedicated plastic room, but I maybe should have done that, honestly. I maybe should have just done that like before everything else. Oh yeah, the cooling system, I completely forgot. So I don't think we have to worry about the bottom cooling system. I think this is fine, but this one I think we should probably run up on the side here. So basically this igneous rock tile is going to be metal tile, and then we're just going to be transferring all that cold up over to the side rather than here, which means we can deconstruct this stuff as well. All right, everything is coming together. It's just, you know, these things happen, so you can't lose hope. You just gotta come back and fix the issue. Everything is kind of ugly, but it'll look pretty when it's done, and that's the important part. It can look ugly as long as it's pretty when it finishes, you know. We are getting quite a bit of water built up over here. Some of it's even turning into steam because of the heat. Oh, what is going on? It's hot over here. It's a hot mama. Jeez. Yeah, so this might be an issue. But, you know what? We're making plastic. That's all that matters. Let's see what we got with the new printable oxalate. Sure. Yeah, there's no reason not to take it. So why not? Wait, how'd this hatch get here? Oh, I think that was the hatch we printed. Yeah. Scooter. I forgot all about Scooter. We are connected, but our transformers have no power. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, nobody pay attention to that. Nobody pay attention to that. I connected my power to the oil refinery, which does not output power, by the way. That is not a power generator. Instead of the petroleum generator, which is what I wanted. Let's go to make that a nice high priority so we can fix it. And then this guy needs to be reconnected to there. And then this guy needs to be reconnected to there. All right. And then all of this needs to be priority 9. Get it done. Where are we running this venting? Just directly out, I guess. Something like this into a high pressure vent. We need to dig out this bomb lily for. Priority 9s on all this stuff. Get it done. I've been waiting for years, it feels like. So I want it to get done now. I'm a little impatient at this point. Holy cow, though, we're not producing petroleum nearly enough. Are we over pressure? Oh no, guys, we're over pressurized. That means the oil refinery is not going to run. Why do I keep forgetting about these things? Like, I've encountered this multiple times before, and I just keep like, dirt? Huh? What? Dirt? So how do we address this? Carbon skimmer? Man, things are just... things are going completely awry. So we're going to throw in a carbon skimmer now. Not out of copper. That would be very bad. Let's just make it out of gold, and we should be fine. And then what I'm going to do is... Holy cow, we can't build it there. Actually, we can. We just have to kind of get rid of all this stuff. I have such a mess down here. I'm going to clean it up. It's going to take a while, but it's... I promise. We're going to clean everything up. It's going to be nice. Why are we running out of power? This is connected to the oil refinery. Oh. Let me do this. So this battery should probably be connected to this. So I'm going to deconstruct this and then put it on the heavy watt line. That way everything can pull off the battery, because right now only this stuff can pull off the battery and not this stuff. And we need this stuff to be able to pull off the battery. All right, we're slowly pulling a vacuum in here so we can start, once we get a vacuum, we can close this area off, start pumping our hydrogen in. So it's going to take a little bit, but we do have 2 pumps going, so it should work out quite well. Maybe we should have stuck a mini pump in here or something. That's fine. Just take a little bit longer this way. All right, how's our power production going? How's our carbon dioxide? There's so much of it. Holy cow. So if you didn't know, this oil refinery gives off natural gas. If I go to the oil refinery, you can see that it effects, it gives off natural gas 90 grams per second. So if it's over pressurized in the area, the duplicate will come over and just turn the wheel like once, and then it will realize that it can't output the natural gas, so the duplicate will stop activating it because its output will be blocked, essentially. We have to make sure that we're cleaning up this carbon dioxide, something that I just completely forgot about. Man, I'm getting sloppy, I feel like. I haven't been playing as much Oxygen Not Included as I normally would, because I'm trying to like avoid burnout, because I'm making videos for it. And then also playing in between videos can it can kind of, I don't know, I'm sure you guys know, if you play it, you spend too much time playing a game or really doing anything, you kind of get burnt out on it and lose interest in it. And I don't want to get to that point, so I'm trying to avoid playing Oxygen Not Included in between videos, because, well, I just explained it. Yeah, that's why. So I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know, getting worse at the game though, or at least forgetting things that I would normally just kind of remember. But hopefully that improves. I don't know. We'll see. We have no power. Oh no. Oh no, we have no power. Oh no. Okay, duplicates. We're gonna have to run one of you on a wheel for a little bit. How did I let this happen? I suppose these transit tube systems are just kind of eating my power up. I'm sure the pumps are as well, running 24/7. Everything is bad right now. Everything is ugly and bad. Oh, how did this happen? How did we get to this point? This is not supposed to be happening. We're eventually gonna have to clean this entire area up, and it's gonna be a pain in my ass, and it's gonna be just delaying my rockets even more. Which, you know what? At this point, I'm not even gonna set like a thing for rockets. I'm just gonna say I'll get to them when I get to them, because I think I'm actually messing myself up by like I don't know, trying to force myself to get to like rockets really quick. I do want to get there, but I think I'm focusing on it a little bit too hard, and it's making me kind of ignore other aspects of the game that I should be focused on. We have gone 20 cycles. Again, I feel like this episode was just kind of, there wasn't a whole lot that got done, but I mean, I guess there kind of was. We fixed a lot of hiccups, so that's kind of the important part. We've got everything set up. Hopefully next episode we can actually get things running. Now I might play like 10 or 20 episodes in between just to kind of progress things a little bit quicker. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the thumbs down. Leave me a comment if you have any suggestions or I missed something, or anything like that. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.